5 tips on how to start your weight loss journey the easy way. I don't know about you, but when I first started, I just came to the conclusion finally that I needed to lose some weight, and a lot of weight. And I had medical issues and my clothes weren't fitting right. There was just an abundance of reasons why I needed to lose weight. But however, when I got on that scale, I was basically overwhelmed by seeing such a big number. How did I get there and how do I get it off? And with today's society, we're so busy and it's hard to go to the gym or make specific long periods of time to get your fitness in so you can lose the weight. And it was just very overwhelming. So I came up with 5 tips to help you start your weight loss journey the easy way. Hi everyone, my name is Peggy and this is my channel Pjs Thriving, and I am on a weight loss journey to lose 100 pounds the healthy way and basically the easy way. So let's get started. I'm gonna save the best tip for last, so stay tuned. When I first got started, I was very overwhelmed with, oh my God, diet. Lose weight, diet, exercise, they all kind of go hand in hand. But when you start looking at all the different diets, holy cow, how do you choose which one is the best one for you? Which one is going to work for you? Because Lord knows I tried so many and they didn't last. They didn't work and I didn't stick to them. But I finally ended up having to do, after I researched all the different diets, I had to choose, first of all, stop looking at it as a diet, and I had to choose a lifestyle change and not just a temporary diet. I couldn't choose the Atkins diet, the keto diet. There was just too many. So what I decided to do was start with the foods that I liked. I didn't want to do anything drastic as far as stopping and restricting too many calories, and in the beginning that was too much. It was too overwhelming. So I worked on my portion control. I still ate in the beginning. I still ate exactly how I was eating. I just cut way back. And that was my first thing that I did, that I actually started seeing results, and I was still eating all the things that I liked. So number 2, I had to research physical fitness, exercise, things like that, and I didn't like any of them. Now in my younger days, in my earlier days, I did, but as I've gotten bigger and things just became harder, so did all that physical fitness. You have to find something that you're going to enjoy doing and something that isn't going to be so painful that you give up and quit. For me, I started walking. Not just like on a treadmill, because to me that was just boring. I got out and walked. I went in the car first and measured out a half a mile around my block. That's where I started. I started with that half a mile. And I like going on to some of the parks to go on hikes, change up the scenery. In the beginning, I had a Fitbit, or you can get just a pedometer counter, something that counts your steps. Walk as much as you can and see how many steps that is. And then you start from there. Up until before I had to, now I have to have a knee replacement, but I had gotten up to where I was doing 10,000 steps a day. And 10,000 steps a day is 5 miles. Start gradually, because mine started off at, I think, half a mile. And I was winded and out of breath. And as you are able to do more, you will start finding other things that you like to do, and then you can start adding them. Number 3, don't go it alone. If you don't have somebody that can be a workout or diet buddy with you, a person that you can get support from or hold you accountable when those times that you're feeling kind of weak, then do some kind of social media. For me, I started the YouTube channel, and YouTube has a huge weight loss journey community. People that support you, encourage you, and hold you accountable too. You get involved and you do different things with each other on YouTube, and it is kind of like holding yourself accountable, but in a fun kind of way. Either a live person, or, and some people do Facebook, some people do Twitter, some people do Pinterest. There's weight loss communities on all, I'm going to say almost all of social media. So find one that you're comfortable with. If you don't want it to do this in your name for business people at work, or you don't want your family to know, that's fine. You can create a name and just Google, or even on the search for YouTube, put in weight loss journeys, and you will see hundreds of different suggestions of different things that people use for their YouTube channel or their YouTube name. Number 4, portion control. Learn how to read your labels. And this is what I'm going to suggest. On, let's say, a bowl of cereal. Now, normally I would get a bowl of cereal and I would just dump it in, pour the milk in, and eat it. In the beginning, I started learning how to use the suggested portion controls on here. So I knew that 1 cup of this cereal, depending on what kind of milk, 1 cup dry is 140 calories. For cereal purposes, I have switched to the almond milk, and I use the lower calories. So a whole cup is 30 calories. So my breakfast now, like if I have this, it's only 170 calories. So that does make a huge, huge difference. And here's something else I want to show you. This is one of my husband's snacks. And half of a cup of this Chex Mix, this is half a cup. That's it. And that's 130 calories. So these little snack baggies hold a half a cup of almost anything, especially when it comes to your fruits and your vegetables, and they are perfect pre-prep snacks that you can have ready, grab and go. And so they're easily readable, so you're not grabbing for the wrong kind of thing. Now, this half a cup is 130 calories versus, this is the store brand, Pop Secret popcorn. This has, I think, 3 grams of sugar, where this does not have any sugar. And let me say, 3 cups of popped popcorn is 130 calories. So you can have 3 of these cups of popcorn versus half a cup. And both of these are 130 calories. So I would rather go for the popcorn, just because there's more of it, and it's gonna, for a snack, it'll be more filling. So learn how to read your labels and portion control. Maybe you're having a hard time with picking any kind of a diet, and no matter what it is, if you choose not to do a diet and you just want to, in the beginning, just start with cutting back your calories, that is the best way to do it, portion control. And water. If you find that you cutting back to what the portion says it should be, then drink a bottle of water before every meal. Because then you get a lot of your water in that you should be having every day anyway. And there are days that maybe I don't have breakfast, or maybe I don't have lunch. Before I started this whole journey, I didn't eat breakfast at all. So now I've kind of like having breakfast, but I'm usually on the go, and I'm not really a big lunch person. And the biggest thing when you start cutting back your calories is getting enough protein. And all these things you can Google, and especially Google how much calories you should be taking in for your height and size. And, you know, just so you know, you want to minus 500 calories to be in a deficit so you can lose. Mine right now is 1,600 calories because I'm not moving. I'm not doing a whole lot. Minus 500 calories, I should be about 1100. And since I don't eat a whole lot like lunches, I have meal replacement shakes. And this is the same everything as the Premier protein shakes. This is just Walmart brand. It's a couple dollars cheaper. Now for this has, and for a woman my height, my size, my age, I'm 52 and 221 pounds, I should be getting about 60 grams of protein, and one of these has 30 grams of protein. There is only 1 gram of sugar, and this is vanilla and it's 170 calories, whereas the chocolate's 160, and it tastes better. I'm a chocolate person, so this is just kind of a meal replacement. You don't want to skip a meal altogether, because then your body thinks that you're starving it, and it will actually hold on to the calories that you have instead of allowing you to burn them. Portion control, besides reading your labels, I got these at Walmart, and you can use ones that you already have. They're just a little bit smaller. I don't use the real big plates when I plate up dinner. Use the smaller plate, but these come 5 in a pack. They're pretty cheap. But to pre-prep your snacks and even meals for several days at a time, they're ready, they're convenient. You can do lunches and dinner like this. And there's tons of articles on the internet and other YouTube videos that show how and what to do, and even recipes for the pre-portioned meals. And you will be surprised at how much it saves you time, and it saves you on your calories, and it helps you stay within the allotted amount that your body needs so that you can lose weight. And then number 5, the best and most important tip that I can give you is you need to be patient with yourself. The weight that you got on did not come on overnight, and the weight is not going to go away overnight. And the weight that you do lose, you want it to be permanent. You don't want to go all commando strict on some diet and then give up in 2 weeks and then gain those pounds back. That's too much yo-yo dieting, and it's really not good for your body. It makes it harder and harder each time you try to lose weight. So above all, be patient with yourself and make realistic goals. And in the very beginning, I was like, make realistic goals. What exactly is a realistic goal? 1 to 2 pounds a week is a realistic goal, so that when it comes off, it will stay off. If you want to lose, let's just say 1 pound a week, that is a deficit of 500 calories per day for 7 days. 1 pound equals 3,500 calories. Like for me, 1,600 calories is my allotted calories, because I'm very sedentary and I'm not doing hardly anything because of a knee injury. So for right now, in order, if I want to lose 1 pound a week, then I'm down to 1,100 calories per day, and for the whole week, it works out to be 3,500 calories down. So now, that's just from eating alone. Now, and you think about that, oh, that's not a whole lot of calories. But I'm telling you that if you look up how much vegetables and fruits, I say cost, but calorie counts, a half a cup of cucumbers, celery, carrots, cherry tomatoes, the amount of they're very little, very, very, very little calories. So I can afford to have carrots and hummus, or celery and peanut butter, or broccoli and ranch. And even though I have a little bit of dipping sauce or something to go with it, it's still not that much. And I can afford to have more of that than 1 bag of chips or 1 candy bar. It's actually a lot of food to ingest. Be patient with yourself, 1 to 2 pounds, because you're exercising, and as your body gets to where you can start doing more physical things, then you will also increase it to a point where you can lose a pound a week from exercising too, without killing yourself. So start off easy, start off simple, start off the easy way. And as you are able to start losing weight and you start getting more physical, you will naturally just start making more changes that are more healthier for yourself. That's the 5 tips. And please, if you are starting a journey or on a journey, I would love for you to join my journey. Let's do this together. Let's encourage and hold each other accountable. Click that like and subscribe, and we'll be on our way. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. Have a great week, and wear your mask. Stay safe.